Sometimes it's easy to forget why you do what you do, why you love what you love. This has happened to me a few times in my life, and recently it has happened again. So this is my reminder to myself, but hopefully to some of you out there, that films are powerful. They're important, and they have saved me, healed me, motivated me, entertained me, and helped make me into a better person throughout my life. As I stacked them one by one, I looked at them, remembering a little bit about each film, and seeing if I felt something. For some, I just remembered watching them, being entertained, but for the vast majority, I was hit with waves of nostalgia, memories, and warm feelings that I really needed to feel. There were some that my family and I used to watch growing up. I remember my mom crying every time we watched It's a Wonderful Life, and my siblings and I never understanding why. I remembered the feeling of watching The Matrix and countless other films with my brother, rewatching fighting scenes or quoting hilarious moments in films like Elf or Shrek. I remembered how it felt to watch action movies like Rush Hour and all the other Jackie Chan or Jet Li movies with my dad. I remember the feeling of buying 4 or 5 DVDs for $20 at Blockbuster as a teenager, seeking out the ones with little to no scratches on them, and then getting really excited if they had special features, as these were my film school growing up. I would almost find it a waste to buy a film if it didn't have special features, or at least a director's commentary. That was my way of learning from the greats, and the people out there doing what I wanted to do. I remember watching This Is Spinal Tap for the first time and learning what a mockumentary was, being mind-blown that the filmmakers tricked me into thinking it was a real documentary and thinking that I wanted to do that to other people since I found it hilarious. I remember watching Monty Python and the Holy Grail and being so outrageously confused and fascinated at the same time when the credits rolled and every other word was llama, and getting my whole filmmaker world turned upside down in the best way possible. And then I came across countless films I forgot I even owned but have wanted to watch, realizing that I've been so busy with trying to get films made, growing my production company, and just trying to live life that I often forget to stop and watch what I love. I used to collect these because they felt like relics, important pieces of history for what I've always wanted to be a part of. I would collect every film my favorite filmmakers made as a way to truly study their work. I would buy films just because I loved the feeling I had when watching it in theaters a month prior. I even found an old film a girlfriend's family loved and named her after. I have so many films that I ended up needing to make an Excel sheet to keep track of them all, mostly for family members who wanted to gift me films but had no idea which ones I owned. And now, I look at this wall of movies and am reminded of how much I have loved what these can do. They have been there for me when I was sad, heartbroken, and at my lowest points in life. They were there when I needed something motivational, inspirational, or deeply artistic to remind me of what is possible. They have been there to be a way of learning while at the same time furthering negative stereotypes. But then the good people of the world would fight to create new films, bringing better representation, destroying that negativity as best as possible, and continuing to let our medium speak to the world to better ourselves. It's a form of expression that can truly change lives, speaking to moments in society that might be hard for people to discuss in the normal world, but through film, there's a chance of breaking barriers and opening beneficial conversations. I sit here now, looking at this wall, and am allowing it to remind me of what I am capable of through film, what films are capable of for all of us. And as I stood over it, holding 2 very big and very expensive collector sets in my hands, I was reminded of how this industry can feel like a wall we can't break through, one that I've been trying to knock down for a very long time. But the beauty of being a filmmaker is how imaginative we can be. Like, I can look at this wall and simply say, it's not a wall now, it's a gateway, a path toward what I know I need to do. And that's why I love films.